righty, welcome to Sandusky Speedway Live, streaming both on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Doug Dock, and there he is, Chris Mize. What's up?
I still got to get Doug to do a voiceover on that. Mark to do a voiceover.
Yeah, I don't think he was listening last week.
Nah, I think he's on tonight, though. He fixed the old board, Doug. I think he already talked to you about that, though. But
yep.
As we start every show, I want to thank our veterans who served this country. Without you guys, some lost their lives, paid the ultimate price. Some come back, hurt, injured for life. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to put these broadcasts on and do what we want to do. And we really appreciate it. We appreciate the military serving overseas in our homelands, all our first responders, fire, police, EMS, paramedics, nurses, doctors, and especially you guys in the hospitals, truck drivers, trains, and basically everybody that keeps this country going, Doug.
That's a fact. And a lot of them do, and a lot of them are going to continue to.
So
who knows what's going to happen? We got a lot of stuff to get.
A lot of shit to cover tonight, huh?
We do. And actually, Kev is joining us and going to talk a little bit about the karting.
Yeah.
We've got a big event coming up.
Yeah, he wants bleachers. He takes my bleachers at the lineup board.
Yeah. And what's got 3 sets of them? And he couldn't leave one back there?
No, But you know what? There he is. There he is right there. The king. The new king, right?
The new king, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't show on my name.
I tell you what, it looks good, Doug. It looks good where you put the bleachers. I think I hope like Kelly needs them tomorrow night. For coming out. What do you got going on tomorrow? Don't you got something going on?
We got the go-kart, the Sandusky Speedway karting series Hy-Miler grand finale tomorrow. We're going to start calling it. But
how many times you going to change that name in a week? Hey, tell Ashley to turn her phone down.
Right, you need to get that other phone away.
Get that other phone away or turn it down.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Kevy, hold on, Kevy.
He wants to see himself in all.
This dude reminds me so much of me. He talking to you last night. I can't remember that guy's name, but John. I talked to that John. Right. Hold on, Doug. Let me get my notes. Doug, what?
Right. You waited till I walked all the way to the other end of the racetrack. That's
boy. Kevy, what do you got going on tomorrow night?
It's and my pizza's here. We got loan 350. It went up to $1,000. So pretty much it's a cart count payout. And hang on. Hey, can I come back on in like 5 minutes?
Yeah, please.
I got so much stuff.
He is like me, isn't he?
I'll tell you what.
Goodbye, Kevy.
All right, I'll be back.
Come back when we can grace your presence.
All right.
All right.
Hey, we'll move on for a minute. You know what? I tell you, I just touched base a little bit, Doug. He kind of inherited the karting series at Sandusky Speedway. We talked a little bit about it last week. Steve Polcock had a schedule change at work or whatever. Kevy, he was kind of given, I don't know if it was forced on him or what. I know I was forcing it on him. But he did a hell of a job with, Saturday and Sunday they were in. And we spent some hours on that track. I helped them. We had a pretty decent track on Sunday. It was a little dusty Saturday, and we spent some more hours trying to get it prepped for tomorrow. So, I mean, he's hitting the Facebook page hard. He's promoting it good. He had a big thing for the kids Saturday night. Matt Marlowe gave me the idea, and It's unfortunate it rained. I don't think it's there right now, but the kids, they threw checkerboards out at start-finish line on a big track, and the kids took chalk and colored in each checkerboard, and there was about 20, 30 kids out there. Kevy bought them pizza. They had glow sticks. It was actually, I come back out at the end of the night. It was refreshing and kind of nice to see, to remind myself and other people what the hell this is all about. So, hey, that was less than 5 minutes.
Well, Ashley came out and ended up paying for it.
Oh,
She's the unsung hero of all this.
Oh, who did?
Ashley
paid for the pizzas.
Yeah. Well, she just paid for the pizza we just got too.
So, Kevin, go on with what you were trying to tell me.
Yeah, but
And,
the Clone 350's got a huge show this weekend. It's they could win up to $1,000. The payout is cart count based. It's hard saying cart count, not car count. But it's cart count based. So pretty much, where's that? Under 10 carts, it's 250 to win. 10 through 20 carts, it's 500 to win, and anything over 20 is 1,000 to win. So it's a pretty major show for those guys.
Let me stop you for a second. Let's make it clear to everybody. Like I just said when he was off, Kevy inherited this. It was kind of me pushing it on him too, and it was thrown in his lap. Now, he didn't have to do these money shows Saturday and tomorrow night. Kevy thought it was important to maintain what was scheduled this close. So you're gonna have to turn that other phone down, Kevy. So what he meant, it was $1,000 guaranteed no matter what. Correct, Kevy?
What was that?
Before you took over, it was 1,000. He
had guaranteed money, and we don't know if that was sponsored or out of his pocket or.
Yeah, we don't. Kevin didn't have a clue. So in order to make this work, he had to break the first structure down. There was some comments about it that I seen that, it is what it is. I mean, he had to make this work.
Yeah, we couldn't even have done it without all the people that supported us for it either.
And we got a list of sponsors.
Yeah, I don't got it on me. I'm getting my stuff ready for this weekend right now.
Boom Pro and Mark, your cousin over at the Airsoft Range jumped on. The Renegade Series, James McKay. I mean, there's a list of people.
What's David's lawn care company called?
American Pride Landscape. We'll get that list out. Make sure you get it out, Kevy.
Yeah, but regardless, thank you to everybody. I mean, it's incredible that, Sandusky Speedway is nothing but a big family. And we're starting to bring the go-kart people closer into the family.
And that's what it's all about. Kevin, moving forward, we know you got your big night tomorrow night. We kicked Hy-Miler week off Saturday night. Moving forward, I caught a little bit of your Facebook Live last night. What do you guys got coming forward? I mean, me and you have talked a little bit about getting a light pole back up. What's your schedule moving forward?
As of right now, we are sticking with Sundays for the most part. If we get that light pole back up, we might schedule a couple Friday shows, but I don't see it switching completely back to Fridays this late in the season.
And
what you do will be heavily discussed in the off season if we get the light pole up.
Change your point system around a little bit too, correct?
Yes. We did not have a rundown of the previous points. I have everyone's points that were locked in. I just don't have a rundown of the structure. So we got all our point guys together. They actually thought of it. I have no idea why it didn't cross my mind. I spent like 2 hours right now to point a point structure. And I brought them all together and I was like, oh, why don't we just go back to last year's? never even crossed my mind to think going back to last year. But we're going back to last year's point structure. That's what everyone agreed upon. So
the points. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you look at your points after they get updated, which is probably going to be after Hy-Miler now, it's going to look a little different. So don't get all worked up if you see where you've been there to every race and you slid or whatever, because it's all going to kind of mesh out at the end. Because and Kevy's looked at that, and you're going to see some switching around there, but it's all going to wash out in the end.
And thank you to everyone with working with me too. It's kind of a horrible time to take something over, being Hy-Miler week and all the stress that's already on it. And then,
thanks, Kevin.
Thank you. You're the one that bust your ass more than I do out there.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, all day. Yeah. Did you even go to work the other day?
Yeah, my boss was watching. My wife was like, "Yeah, I go to work. I go to work at 3 in the morning. I get out there about time. Just because you guys wake up at noon, 1 o'clock. I mean, I guess I was there all day because you decided to sleep till noon."
Right.
Just so everyone knows, my name on here is supposed to be Kevin Jaycox Jr. ... soon to be hot dog champ, but it didn't show the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. A little brazen. So everybody knows. A couple weeks back, Justin Stanley challenged James McKay, who was the hot dog champ. And there you are, Kevy. You got your name out now.
Oh, there we go.
So Kevy gets this bright idea for Thursday night to call out Justin Stanley in the hot dog contest. Now, anybody that's never seen this, they start at start-finish line, full suited helmet, belts, the whole 9 yards. They run 1 lap, stop. Got to get out of the car, eat a hot dog, eat a whole
chew it on. Get your helmet on.
And drink. Yeah, you have to chew it all, Justin. And drink a pop. Get back in the car, strap in, everything good. Run 1 lap and then win. So Kevy gets the bright idea calling him out. Doesn't even have a car, dog.
I got one. I got a couple lined up.
Modified bicycle.
Nope. Yeah. I got a couple lined up.
Okay.
So Thursday night, after I beat him, it's been 12 years since I've been in a front wheel drive. I'm coming back out with a W after this.
All right. Before we get too far off track here, tomorrow night, gates open at
4. Practice at 5:30. And racing's at 7. I didn't even need a phone to remember that time.
Okay, and then I won't ask you about the entry fee.
When's dinner time?
Oh.
No, don't ask him that, Doug.
What was that?
Nothing.
The entry fee?
Oh, the entry fee for the Clone 350s are $30. Non-paying kids, including quarter midgets, because their payout was donated, are $15. And paying kid classes and all adult classes are $20. And pit passes are $10.
Okay. There you go.
Listen, people, support, a lot of you guys are camping out Wednesday, starting to camp out Wednesday, come around track Wednesday. Support your kids. Sandusky Karting Series, on Sunday afternoons when they're running. Go out and watch these kids. I mean, that's our future. It's our future. Well, Kevy, I appreciate it.
All right, make sure you guys come out for that 350 clone race. So I've raced in that class, and it's ultra competitive. It's going to be one hell of a show. And happy Hy-Miler.
Good luck at the hot dog race. I hear he's pretty good at eating hot dogs, Doug.
Yeah. Yep.
Kenny over here is talking shit. All right.
Talk to you later. All right. He's gone.
He's gone.
Now
I don't have to hear the echo. Is that what you're saying?
You do not have to hear an echo. Okay, so let's start with Thursday. You got a couple things up your sleeve for Thursday.
Well,
and listen, everybody, this is for $1. You're gonna get a good show for $1.
As of right now, the first 200 people come in free. Justin Stanley and McCall's donated 100 each. First 200 people through the gate are free.
Okay.
dollar beer, dollar hot dog, dollar pop. Beginner stocks, Renegades, pure stocks. Once again, will be up. You know, we're having a hot dog race, which we just talked about, but Jeff Pfeiffer gave me a hell of an idea the other night. I don't know which night it was, Sunday night or last night. One of the guys in the Renegades talking and got in a wreck in another track.
No, he didn't know he gave you a good idea.
I know, but you know, he said to him, "Well, why don't you come run with the big dogs?" Talking about the pure stocks, and it clicked in my mind, and I thought, well, let's just see who the big dogs are. So I put it out there. We're going to take the top 3 qualifiers in the pure stocks and the top 3 qualifiers in the Renegades and run a shootout, 6-lap shootout. That's all we're going, 6 laps, and we'll see who the top dog is. There's a lot of chirping going on, Doug.
Yeah, and the one thing is the two groups don't go together, so they don't know what each other's saying, but there is a lot of stuff going on between the two groups. We just kind of transfer some information here and there.
I may or may not embellish some of that information, Doug. I'm not sure. Pimping them.
Right.
But, you know, let's face it. I kind of got called out on it, and they were right. I talk a lot about the Renegade Stock Series because, you know, they just said the races this year have been out of sight. Every race is, you know. But, you know, our pure stock guys are you know, that car count's climbing, Doug. Johnny's kind of in a league of his own right now, Johnny Newman. But let me tell you something. It's went from pain in my ass, to be honest with you, Doug, last year, going into the winter, to nice looking out the back door and seeing these guys. Total switch, helping each other. You know, I told the story, you know, Jesse, the baby shark car, lost a hub, and I looked down out of the pits, and I had to see 5 teams, 6 teams over there helping on them guys, and they're from, you know, the Toledo area. Got them back out on the track that night. There's some unity that's forming. Good looking cars, you know. This is a series that's going to grow. It's going to go under an LLC next year and be at Sandusky Speedway next year to stop the rumors. So this is something I got my heart in, along with the Renegades. And great bunch of guys, Doug. They drive hard. They have fun. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so 200 fans in free.
200 first, 200 free.
We got $1 Pepsi products, $1 hot dog, $1 beer, camping available, and since all the excitement that's been going on since March, there are some people who aren't going to be able to make it, so there are some campsites available. So if you missed out on the first round, you have a little bit of time to get some campsites. There's what
we had 11 open last week, I believe, and then them started selling, and then, you know, with all the other stuff going on, we had some more open up over the weekend going into today. So now we have, an hour ago, we had 10 sites available, 10 sites left.
Okay, and that's well, it's normally a cool party out there, but we'll see how it goes. Socially distance, folks. Socially distance. More than ever, especially this race. A lot of people will be around, so you want to make sure you're socially distanced.
The best way to do this, I'm sorry, Doug. Go ahead. Go ahead. The best way to do this, if you don't want the hassle, if you're worried about we're going to be over capacity, or you just don't want the hassle of standing in line, you know, the best way to do this, going to the pre-sale tickets. Doug will talk about that. That's what he's just getting until I rudely interrupted him. Get your tickets beforehand. We're getting close. The Hy-Miler is on. We are racing. We got all our permits, everything given to us Friday. Kevin talked to the health department yesterday about other issues. Everything's good. So you might want to pre-buy your tickets, pre-order them. Doug will explain how to do that and put the link up.
The link is up. So you want to go to our website, sanduskyspeedway.com, and then the very first thing at the top of the page is all about the pre-sale tickets. Just click on the link. It'll take you to the form. Once you fill out that form, give Kevin, it's all being hand done. So just give him 24 to 48 hours, and he'll get back with the information that you need to get in. That's general admission for Friday and Saturday. Pit.
Yeah, there's no pre-order on Pit.
Right. Pit's going to be sold during the day.
Now, next question. Do you have an entry list?
Do you have an entry list?
And the answer is yes and no. I don't have it in my hands yet. I can tell you between 18 to 22 cars. That doesn't mean that we can't have 24. You know, these are weird times.
It is.
You know, there's. I know the big talk. Well, New York shut down this, that, and the other. Well, not all super modifieds come out of New York. I mean, you know, so we're in good shape. I don't know if Lori May or Kevin Sears is watching. If they want to get that, they have an entry list. Howie Lane has an entry list from ISMA. Lori and Kevin Sears. I've been dealing with Kevin all week from MSS. If they want to put that out, that's fine. They can put it out. But, you know, there's a lot of things going on, people. I know you want to see an entry list. But there's a lot of other things going on to get to the point where we're racing this weekend, that we're tying loose ends up. You know, we got a bunch of things going on that no, we haven't put that out yet. And it's soon to come, I'm sure. But we'll have 18 to 22 supers in that area. It should be a real good show. Modified guys, I'm anticipating 18 mods. I need them guys, modified guys. If you're racing, it's in your best interest to register up. Doug will put that link up too. Get registered in.
Yeah, yeah. You're going way too fast for me.
For once, I'm going too fast. Normally, I can't keep up, people. Not tonight. I'm going too fast.
Okay.
And that goes for super modifieds too. You know, we want you guys to get registered in. No, it's not that if you don't register, you can't race. It's that it helps Doug on his side of it, and it's going to help the people coming in with ISMA and MSS with the transponder system. We get you all entered quicker. Doug can transfer that information. So when you're going out and hot lapping, see your times, Doug's got it in. If you didn't pre-register and you don't see your times, it's because Doug's got things he's got to wait for a stop in the action and then get you in.
Right. Cannot put anything in the system while there's something on the track. Do modifieds need to register before Friday? If so, where do I do that? Don Townsend, I just dropped the link in there. My race pass track 2488 registrations. Go to that page and fill that out. Hold on, there was a couple other questions in here. Will there be a limit on pit passes?
I don't anticipate us hitting our limit, so no.
Okay. And
now
we're caught up.
Let me rephrase this, Doug.
Yes.
You can buy a pit pass. We have limited interaction back and forth, spectator to competitor.
Right.
Now, that's not saying you can't go over there, but it's got to be limited if you have a pit pass. Now, what we have done is we got the bleachers out there for the go-karts. We will turn them. There's 2 yellow lines coming out of the pits up top of turn one, where the pit drive comes off into the pits. There's 2 yellow lines up there. You can go to the infield when you're told you go to the infield, and you go sit on them bleachers and watch too. But you have to go within them 2 yellow lines crossing the track. If we catch you crossing at another place and just gonna go when you want to go, you're not gonna do it no more, and that'll be it. You won't go across the infield.
So there's 2 yellow lines.
There's 2 yellow lines Stevie painted. They're
Are they
about 10 foot.
Are they
They're
straight?
yeah, they're straight. They're about 10 foot apart, up on the top of one, and you have to stay in them yellow lines because a lot goes on, Doug, and I'll explain. A lot goes on in that tower, and I'm talking to safety crew and everybody, and I say, okay, we're ready, and I'll get ready to, and people crossing wherever the hell they want, or checkpoint Charlie, that become a pain in my ass too,
Right.
people coming up by the flag stand. So you have to cross at that point, or you're going to be told no more in the infield. And the second time, if you try to sneak across, you're going to probably be told, thank you, but no thank you. Have a good night. So we have no problem with people that buy pit passes. We got that set up out in the infield where you can go out in the infield in that area and watch. It's a lot different going in the infield and watching in the general grandstands, but we have to maintain control on that, and that's the way it's going to have to be.
I might have missed this. You might have said this. This is if there's an issue and we need to move people out, or can anybody go out there?
Anybody can go out there that has a pit pass.
All right.
That has a pit pass. You have to buy a pit pass, sign a waiver to go out in that area where the bleacher is going to be in the infield.
Okay. And you said those yellow lines are 10 feet apart?
10 feet, yeah. Because
So
6 foot social.
They have to walk single file then.
Well, they can walk each one on the line. That's then. You only have to be 6, Doug.
Right.
You still stay inside the line and be 6 foot apart.
We'll be watching you.
Unfortunately, we got to think of shit like that in these days and times,
Right.
So, and we will be watching. Stay apart.
Right. Right. So let's back up again to Thursday and let's talk a little bit about the Pure Stocks. They are developing kind of their own little group there, and they're going to get a Facebook page together. And
yeah,
that
North
should be
Coast Stock Series. North Coast Stock Series is the name of it, I think.
okay. Is it? It's not up yet.
No, it's not up yet. It'll be up by this weekend, hopefully.
Yeah. So we will definitely get that link out to you so that you can keep up with them as well. Paul Bingham, the bar is going to be open.
Bar's closed.
Well, are we selling beer?
We're selling beer, but the bar, listen.
Selling beer, but not out of the bar.
Yeah, the bar will not be open all weekend. Unfortunately, it's one of the few times a year I go drink a few beers, Doug, Saturday night, sit in the bar. But listen, with everything going on and the pandemic, unfortunately, the bar will not. We will be selling beer all weekend, but we will not have the bar open. The bar will be closed. It's just too small of an area for people going to congregate, and we're not about to piss the health department off when we got a very good working relationship and been following our guidelines. So unfortunately, that's. If you want to go sit 6 feet apart out in the grandstands, buy a couple beers and bullshit and lie to each other, I'll be right with you. But we cannot go to the bar. The bar will be closed.
Wow. Kevin, we answered this question. Can people with the pit pass go into spectator grandstands? It's very limited interaction. So the answer to that is yes, but with limited interaction.
And that's just, listen, that's part of the state guideline and local health department guideline that we had to, weeks back now, it seems not too far back, we had turn in a set of guidelines and we were lucky Erie County Health Department was working with us so good, whereas some of the other places it's no. Here we got limited because our concession stands underneath and that. So don't abuse it.
Right. Okay. We need to get our modifieds registered.
Yeah, modified guys start registering. You know, Doug, we got a guy throwing a green flag Saturday night. I want to just real briefly.
Okay.
Our state congressman DJ Swearingen will be on hand Saturday night. He will throw the green for the 100 lapper. Listen, people, this guy deserves, in my opinion, more than a standing ovation. You know, I've never seen a politician like this. I mean, Doug's been on a few of these calls and messages where, you know, at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, I'm all amped up because of a reason, you know, through the whole COVID thing. And I call him, and this guy calls back or he answers his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Messages, he kept in touch. He still does if we send him a text or something. Not many politicians really give a shit about us sitting here watching the sport that we love. They could care less. And that's being proven across the country. This guy cared about the race fan and racers. And so did Teresa Gavarone, our state senator that covers this area. These in our area, Doug, I got to say, our Erie County Health Department deserves just as much credit for all they've done, you know, and working with us. But, you know, DJ, he went to bat for us. Listen, thank him. When he's there, stay 6 foot away. But thank him.
Yell at him.
Yell at him. Thank you. You know, he won't be offended.
And no matter what affiliation you are, it doesn't matter. He went to bank. He didn't know who, you know, if we voted for him or not. So he went to bat for us without any of that issue. How do we sponsor lap money for Friday and Saturday?
I haven't even got that far yet, Randy. But you know what I'll do is I'll talk to you. I'll get a hold of you tomorrow. Give me a call tomorrow, and I'll get with you, and we'll get something up. Now, you know, the Thursday night shootout. Jumping back to Thursday real quick. The Thursday night shootout between Renegades and the Beer Stocks. There is 140 up for the winner on that one, Doug.
That's right. Yeah.
So, Randy, get a hold of me. You know, Randy Feekins and Carol Kennedy. I'm proud of myself every time I get her last name. Carol Flowerama.
Right.
You know, Flowerama, 2 doors, 3 doors down, right next to the track. Great people, great supporters of the Renegade series. Randy's been pushing super modifieds in the maroon Jeep for years. I don't even know how many years. He'll be there Friday and Saturday in a Jeep during the racing. He'll be right there by the flag stand in a maroon Jeep. He's the first Jeep I call out, but I really want to thank them. The Renegade series heat races are named after Flowerama now, and they should be sporting their contingency sticker on their cars this week. Flowerama.
Yes.
Thank you, Randy and Carol. We really appreciate everything you do. They've gave money to the modifieds. They've gave money to the super modifieds a few weeks ago. We really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
And I think the Renegades are going to try to get a car show down there soon.
Yeah, they're looking at that. It's kind of hard Thursday with everybody working, but Kyle might work something different out. I'm not sure.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we're going to miss the Canadian fans.
They can come over, but they can't get back.
Yeah, right. That's the problem.
And I believe, if I can remember right, now that's in effect till August 1st.
The Canadian?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, I
But
knew
if
when
they
they
come in from a different way. Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe if they come in from a different way.
I don't know, getting a boat come across Lake Erie. I don't know.
Right.
When you
We
get to
were
the
just
line,
out
just
the-
put the when you get to the Canadian-U.S. border, just put the American flag on and keep on coming.
Right.
You know. So
All right. McCall Motorsports is going to donate $50 for the Renegade Series feature Thursday, and also $50 for the Pure Stock feature Thursday.
thank you, McCall.
We picked the spot. You picked the spot. Somebody's going to pick the spot.
There you go, McCall Motorsports. They're donating. You know, poor AJ. You know, they donate every week to anything that we got going on. Jaden's doing a hell of a job in beginner stocks.
Yep.
But AJ's, I don't know if him and James are trying to run a push on who can get the hard luck award this year. I think James is pretty much kind of winning right now on his 5th motor, but you know, AJ's trying to push it. So we really appreciate you guys. Actually, Doug, you know, a lot of these guys have been jumping up, donating to this, that, and the other, and we really appreciate it. You know, Justin started it out a couple weeks ago. The first 100 fans come in. He wanted McCall's jumped on board with that, put it 200. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Chucky, don't buy more tickets yet. Let me check and make sure that you're not already in the system, and I'll talk to Kevin after we're done here and find out what's going on with your tickets. And is Mike Licky living in the U.S.? I believe so.
I have no idea.
I don't
It's not-
think-
I'm not the border patrol right now. Matter how that goes. I'm not the state border patrol for New York or any of them other ones that were.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I mean, I don't ask questions, Doug. I just go up in a tower and do my thing. Right.
Yeah. So we thought that our governor would be on and tell us, you know, some exciting news today, but he postponed it till tomorrow. So
Well, yeah, the FBI had to come on and tell us about our Speaker of the House that embezzled or took
Right.
$60 million.
Right. Right. So if he comes out with any kind of breaking news that we need to let you know, we'll come back on tomorrow and talk about it. But I think he's, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess.
Try to guess what he's doing.
Right.
Listen, I know this. Hy-Miler's a go, and it's gonna go. I do know that. So, you know, Governor DeWine's not a thought in my head right now. Don't, you know, he's always thought in the head through a pandemic. Don't get me wrong, but the Hy-Miler's a go. Everything's good for Hy-Miler. So we're good with that. I'm sure he's going to come out tomorrow or whatever for things that might go into place next week.
Hold on a minute. Is something on your mic? Is your hand on your mic?
No, what?
It's coming in really, really weird.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. It's just like you're in a tunnel.
I'm not in a tunnel. See?
I can't. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that better?
It's okay. I mean, we can hear you. It's just weird sounding.
I don't know why. I'm sure I don't know why.
Okay. Gate times for Friday. 2 for the pit. I believe that we start hot lapping at 4 and racing at 7 on Friday. That's what I think. Let me go check it. Make sure. Chris will be back here in a moment.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. That was weird.
I heard gate times for Friday, and boom, I was gone.
2 o'clock.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock hot laps, and then
Yeah, the gates open around 2. 4 o'clock general admission and hot laps. Get qualifying in probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7:30 we race. Now Saturday is a different story.
Sunday when we're racing.
Sunday when we're racing. What do you mean? It's 3 days? No, it's 4 days. Saturday gates open, I believe, 10 o'clock. Hot laps at 1. And then we'll get done with hot laps. We'll have our Hall of Fame stuff like we do every year. And then, we'll qualify and go racing at 7 o'clock Saturday night. Now, listen, every year we do the Hall of Fame, Doug. And it takes an hour or so, to go through that. And every year on Sunday, I'm getting ridiculed because we took a lot of time, this and that. And it's been the same thing for years. It's simple, people. On Saturday that we're going to have that time to honor the people that raced here and should be honored and put in the Hall of Fame. If we're going to do that, make some other arrangements where you might go to your car, do something. I don't know, but it's going to be a long day up before racing till we get racing. It is every year. And it's just long for us. But listen, it doesn't bother me when you got people down on that track receiving Hall of Fame, being inducted into Hall of Fame. Them are the people that raced for years before, or now that deserve that. At least show them the respect.
Right.
Please.
Right. And you said it's just as long for us. I think it's a longer day for us. We don't get out of there Friday night till really late. Then we're back in there at 8, 9 o'clock taking care of stuff. And it goes all day till the last checkered flag.
It goes after that.
Well, it does do that too.
It goes at least an hour and a half or so after that. But, be there on time. Because we're going to start at 7. We're going to start at 7:30 Friday.
Who are you saying that to?
Kevin.
Kevin Jaycox, we're going to start on time.
Hold on. But be there on time. It was real great last year. People, at 7 o'clock, we didn't have a line out to the pit check. There was very little people. Everybody got there a little earlier. You might want to do that this year, even more important, because, we got a social distance out in different areas, and we are held at a 2,100 capacity for the general grandstands. So now I'm kind of telling you guys, it might be very important to pre-order your tickets in the next couple of days. You don't have to go through the wait or the wonder. You pull in and the parking lots are full. Oh my God, am I going to be one of the?
Yeah, am I going to be 2,101?
Yeah. Am I going to be 2,101? So we got to adhere to that strictly. So. It would be in your best interest to go on that link that Doug put up and go pre-order your tickets.
Definitely do that. Let me get that back up here.
Modified guys, go register. Super modified guys, go register both nights. You got to register both nights.
Yeah, that's going to be the theme of things going forward. And I will put that up to what?
I just said register.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, everything's there. So you can register. Click on the link, and it'll register for the pre-sale. Just click on that. It'll take you to the form, and we'll get back with you.
If you're coming in from out of town, and even if you're from town,
quarantine.
Make sure you stop at a Hy-Miler food store.
Yeah.
There's been a Hy-Miler Nationals for years for a reason. And it wasn't because we just said, hey, let's call it, they sponsor this event. They're good people. They've been very good to Sandusky Speedway for many years. Please patronize the Hy-Miler food stores and gas stations. They're all over town. Unfortunately, the one down on Columbus Ave and Perkins Ave is no longer there. It's going to be part of the hospital, but hospital building that they're putting up there, but there's plenty of other ones all over town. If you're coming in and you see Hy-Miler food store, you need gas, need something, pop, beer, whatever, make sure you stop and support them, please.
All right, there's a link there. So let me get their Facebook and give them a shout if you get a chance. Up. What else is happening?
Hey, man, just chilling out.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out, you know. It's a fun weekend, people. We know. I'm not going to say that new normal crap because I don't believe in a new normal. I believe in we've had to change our normal for a bit to adapt to what's going on. We still want everybody to come out and have fun. Make it Hy-Miler. This is Hy-Miler. When it comes once a year, it's a great event. It's got history. You know, we're asking you to come have fun. Just be responsible a little bit on your social distancing and behave. You know, don't get big crowds standing shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't attract attention to us.
Yeah, please. I mean, if you got a big crowd out in a campsite and you're shoulder to shoulder, we'll probably come out and say, listen, you got to spread out. You know, we've been very fortunate to have the government to deal with that we've dealt with to get to this point, and we don't want to screw it up.
Right.
We've got a very good working relationship, and you know we're doing everything we said we'd do, and we don't want to screw that
up. Yes, we're having a Hy-Miler car show.
I believe it's at Rye Beach only this year, Doug.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure it's just at Rye Beach Hy-Miler this year.
Okay. We could probably fill their parking lot then.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure Kevin's got them scheduled. That's on Kevin's side. The only reason I know that is I heard him discussing that the other day when I was by Kevin.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think, do we have to wear a mask at this particular moment? No. It's encouraged. It is not mandatory at this moment.
Listen, the only thing I'll touch base on the mask thing is not mandated in Erie County. It's not a state mandate. If you're wearing a mask at Sandusky Speedway and someone isn't, if you're not wearing one, I don't want to see you give any shit to the person that is wearing one, and vice versa. If you're wearing a mask and believe in a mask, that's your right. I hold nothing against that, but don't blow someone shit that isn't. At Sandusky Speedway, we're all about the Constitution still, and as long as that's still in place, everybody has the right to make a choice. There's no mandate, so be nice. You know, everybody has a choice, because your choice isn't, you know, someone's different standing there looking at you. His choice and opinions aren't the same as yours. Don't make him wrong. So, you know, we encourage it, but it's not mandated.
Remember that up in the tower.
There's only one choice in the tower.
Okay. So can you get pit passes at both windows? The both pit and the general mission, I'm not sure. I will get
as long as the back gate's open, Doug, I believe, until the back gate shuts down, then you get them at the front. And I believe we kept that separated for a reason, but
right.
You got to go to the back gate as long as it's open to get your pit pass, not at the front window.
Right. So that's Hy-Miler in a nutshell. Okay, Wayne Rollo was told back gate only, so
yeah,
be back gate only while they're open, and once it closes, then they'll move the stuff over to the
right
general mission. window.
And that's part of the social distancing stuff that we have to go through. And you know, we'll have the lines painted on the ground again. Please, we have an exit out of the tunnel and an entrance into the tunnel. One forward motion. When you're standing in line for concessions, there's exits on the ground. Maintain a social distance, please.
And when you see Chris come in the wrong way and go out the wrong way, you can tell him about it.
Oh, that guy did. That was funny as hell too. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, throw me out.
Right.
I want to thank everybody, Doug, for all the support. There's been an overwhelming support that's come out of all the fans, drivers, and everybody. This wasn't by no means easy to get to this point or get to racing this year.
Right.
I want to thank all you people once again for being great fans and the social distancing jobs that you've done. I mean, there's a couple times I looked out, thought, damn, we don't have many people here. And then I went out on the thing and looked around, and everybody was doing a great job, and it's been noticed. It's been noticed. And I want to thank, we can't, you know, that's something that you, the fans, did for us. You know, we asked you to, and you've done it. We thank you. If you keep hearing Mark repeat the COVID rules on the loudspeaker, we do it a little extra, Doug. I mean, the mandates are certain time periods. You got to say that so many, you know, time. And we do a little extra for the simple fact that we want everybody to know, and we want to do the right thing with what we're in the guidelines for.
Right.
Don't get pissed off because there's sometimes I'm looking, oh my God, this again. You know what I mean? But it's something that's required. You know, be thankful you're hearing that instead of sitting home watching TV and not having a Hy-Miler.
Right. Right. That would be pretty bad.
Yeah. Other than that, anybody got any other questions, Doug, out there in Facebook land?
Nope. Everybody looks like they are very happy and ready for Hy-Miler to begin. It starts tomorrow with the karting series, 7:00 racing, and then our stock series on Thursday, which there's some added attractions to that for $1. So if you're a big spender, you can have your neighbors come with you, and you can pay their admission, buy them something to eat, something to drink, and spend less than $10.
And that'll be a good show, Doug. That'll be some good racing Thursday night. It won't disappoint.
Yep.
So if you're coming out to camp out starting tomorrow, or you're around town hanging out, make sure you stop out and see these people running these karts. It's a pretty good sight. It's a good time.
It is. So, and you could look at all the work that Chris has done.
Yeah, all day, Don.
Right. Right. You spend 2 hours out there, and they're like, "He's been out here all day."
He's been out here all day. No, he just woke up in the last 2 hours.
Right.
Well, what's this kid doing to me? You know. So.
Yep.
What's right. I can't read what Jeffy.
He said, Jeffy says, "Happy Hy-Miler, everyone."
Well, thank you, Jeffy. All right, people. Thanks for everything. Let's have a successful Hy-Miler and a lot of fun. See some great racing. So
that will do.
We'll be talking to you when we talk to you.
We will see you tomorrow, then
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So enjoy.
Good night.
All right. See ya.